day, legends. It's your boy Legendary Johnny, and in this video, I'll be giving you the weekly news roundup for last week. Right, this video has been coming out late because of circumstances out of my control. But without further ado, let's dive right in. So, important news. What we had was that the only important news that has happened, it was on July 7th, which was Friday last week. And on Friday last week, we had the Dutch government has collapsed due to a migration dispute. And now let's move right along to Ukraine-Russia news. So what we had was 3 days worth of news in the Ukraine-Russia war, right? So on July 4th, which was Tuesday, I believe. So on Tuesday, we had a whole hectic day that day, which where Ukraine missiles hit an ammunition depot in Mekivka, Donetsk. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I apologize. The next thing is that Russian forces and occupation officials have begun to evacuate the cities in Inner Dar and Melitopol, as well as numerous other settlements in the Zaporozhian region near the nuclear power plant, according to Ukrainian intelligence officials. And the next thing is that the Zaporozhia nuclear power plant's main power supply was cut last night, according to the IAEA, which is the International Atomic Energy Agency, where it forced the facility to switch for the first time in more than 4 months to its newly repaired backup power line. And then the last thing that has happened on July 4th is that earlier on that day, we had Ukrainian sources saying that equipment and personnel from the Russian Ministry of Defense and Emergency Situation Mobile radiation units were seen traveling through the cities of Anar, Dar, and Mariupol, with some spotted near the Zaporozhia nuclear power plant. Then the next thing, well, it was actually the last thing, but the next thing is that the frantic shopping spree for goods appear to have begun in the Zaporozhian area on July 4th, right? But as I said, stopped. And then the next thing is that the Ukrainian Ministry of Health released an infographic depicting what should be in an alarm scenario in the event of an explosion at the Zaporozhia nuclear power plant. And then the last thing, which is really the last thing for July 4th, is that Russian and Ukrainian sources continue to claim that some kind of provocations would occur at the Zaporozhia nuclear power plant in 24 or to 48 hours, and as we all know, that has went by and nothing has happened. So we're to deem this as fair bunker news or fake news at this time, right? But the thing is that the reason why people were just up and panicking about the situation is because Russian forces placed explosives in 3 of the 6 power units, with new devices having been observed on the roof of the cooling unit. Russian sources also claim that the Ukrainian forces will carry out an operation on the plant that night, which is July 4th, utilizing high-tech equipment. Again, none of these happened, but these are the reasons why people were panicking, right? Now, let's move right along to July 5th, which is Wednesday, I believe. So let's dive right into it. So on Wednesday last week, we had major missile launches from Russia's Black Sea Fleet, sparking air raids, high raids, and targeted Lviv mainly. It was hitting a lot numerous buildings based on the reports that I was seeing in, but thankfully I did not see any casualties that has happened for as a result of these missiles attacks, right? And then the last thing for this report is that on July 7th, which was Friday, we had the announcement of a US defense aid package for Ukraine, marking in the Biden administration 42nd equipment drawdown, and the aid package is worth $800 million. Now I have a little more insight about that. So if you give me a little bit of time, well, not little bit of time, I have it right here. So what we have, just to name a few, because it's quite a lot in this package, is that we have cluster munitions that's going on that caused a real uproar in some part of NATO and some parts of, well, not so much, the Russian government were created an uproar about it, and also they were supplied by the infantry fighting vehicles, 155mm howitzers, and tactical recovery vehicles. There are actually more, but you can just really feel so by doing a little bit of research, right? Because if there's too much, and this video will be too long. But anyways, that's all I have for this weekly news roundup. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you didn't like that, but if you did, just dislike it if you want. It's up to you. I won't force you. And also subscribe by hitting that subscribe button down below, as well as hit that notification bell and choose all notification if you want to be notified when I post a video. I can be literally anytime in 3 hours like these. It's literally 12:55 a.m. I'm literally recording this, right, with no editing. Of course, we do this raw, so any mistakes will be observed through this video. But anyways, also I need you all to post whatever your thoughts and opinions or any events that you want me to cover next. I will do my best to cover it and summarize it to the best of my abilities. With that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Legend out.